Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to your place of chill. That is the Coffee Coming live here because it's a Friday on the Coffee Coming, and of course, Tottenham on tour, the world famous home of Levy Out. We've gone full Bret Hart today. We're going pink and black. It's all good. We're here. It is Friday, the 15th of August, and it is a very, very warm 28 degrees centigrade, and it will have to be a high of 29. So very hot, very humid here. What's the weather in Canada, Archie?
So first of all, before we do all that, I would like to say it's a very special day today because today is Premier League starts today. There's a game on, but this is
Premier League Eve.
I am opening the Premier League, the Frankaholic therapy session on the eve of his first Premier League game. That is something. This is a special therapy session. It is 22 degrees here in Toronto, and the Feels Like guy is saying it's 22 degrees. I will say there's a couple of things I do want to say. We'll get into the show. Is so many people have been putting some wonderful YouTube comments in our posts on when we put the funny pictures up and the YouTube comments after the show. And normally I'm razor sharp on responding to them and trying to respond to them when they come in. But I've lost YouTube Studio and I've got to find it. So I am going to spend some time responding to them because there have been some wonderful, wonderful messages. And both are talking about us personally and about how we've been on the channel and the channel growing, as well as the content and everything. And I aim to do that. And when I've got access to YouTube Studio, it will come from the channel and either me or Ben signing off on it. There was something else I wanted to say. Oh yeah, I would have had louder shirts, but they're all in the wash. So I've gone for the bright. I've gone for the pink and flamenco, and black
Fender shirt. So we're black and pink with a heart foundation.
There we go. So we're gonna have a really nice show.
You know what? We should make a T-shirt instead of being the Heart Foundation. We should be the Frank Foundation.
Mate, that's it. You're doing it. You're doing it.
We're doing that. We're the Frank Foundation. We're the Frank. But without further ado, let's see who's in the house. I did promise the moment the Premier League season started, I will be dropping the European champions from the stream. So thank you to everyone for supporting us over the last couple of months of the pre-season. You're all still European champions, sort of. Let's see who's in the house. To take us through.
You can say European champions to all before you do it. So you don't need to say it every time.
Yeah, they're all, except for Angus and Vindaloo, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, except for them two. Oh, and Ryan G. I can't forget Ryan.
There you go.
Let's see who's in the house. We have Scott Collins in the house, YouTube member. Good to see you at Tabercron Wembley 1. Mr. Joshua. Paul Langley, YouTube member.
Big up, Paul.
Chat. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you, guy. Thank you for £2 towards the kitty. Thank you so much, buddy. Thank you very so much. Ryan McFarlane's in the house. Ian Ferguson, YouTube member. Morning all. It starts again tomorrow. Cannot wait for Spurs to piss me off for the next 9 months. Indeed.
Do you know, it's so, I saw do you know what? Just very quick, I saw a very funny meme yesterday where it's the housewife handing the remote back to the husband saying, well, I guess this is yours for 9 months. Which is brilliant because it's that it is that time.
This is what Graham says to his wife. Our mate Armour Graham says, for 9 months of the year, you're a football widow.
Yeah, he does. He does. I can vouch for that.
So apologies to all the other halves that don't watch football, but it's football time. It's Spursy time. Jason Bell's in the house. Good morning. Yeah, big up the Heart Foundation. Indeed, YouTube member Stu Boy. YouTube member. Good to see ya. Mr. Joshua saying, frankly, I'm excited. Good to see you. Hopefully you're well. We have Richard Bird from Montreal. Curtis Adam, good to see you. Christian Rara. Lee Wizzy, good to see you. Hopefully you are well. Good to see you, Wizzy. Alpesh Patel. We have the Nacho Slayer. Good
wait a minute. Let me just ask Mark, has your ticket come through?
It did. It did come
fantastic.
Musa.
Ali. I'm going to do that every time I see his name first time. If I can think of others. When I was manager or team leader at booking.com, like Sonny had handshakes for everyone, I created songs for all my team. If I can get a football chant in, Musa Ali is just too easy.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, team out. There you go. But Musa Ali is just too easy.
We got Paul's in the house saying choo choo. For
Damn
all those
right.
that wish to know, before we go into the football chat and we start talking about everything Tottenham Hotspur, we're going to have a fun show today because there are loads of shows that can talk really serious stuff. It's Friday, it's the weekend. But firstly, if you are a fan, because it is a coffee company stream as well, let's not forget it's a coffee company stream as well. If you so wish to, finally, there is a new coffee available at the coffee company. It is the second version of the house coffee, and it's a very, very tasty one. It is a Brazil Castanhas, and it's got wonderful notes of Snickers and caramel biscuits. If you like Snickers bars, or if you are old enough, a marathon bar, if you want to call it that.
I remember that.
Better. If you want to taste that coffee, you can buy it now from the coffee company. It will be live on the website on Monday. So go and try that coffee out. It's very, very tasty. And I've got it here on stream. And come and try it at the coffee company today. Coffee Company and Tottenham on Tour are sponsored by the coffee company.
Right. I just want to say as well, what we'll do, Ben, we're going to have some fun at the end because James Flower has sent me, he always does it every year, his prediction list for the season, and it's got a few categories. I think we'll end the show on a nice thing and just go through that list with everyone. So if you're here at the end, get ready and start. I'm going to get you guys, just don't put your answers in now. I'm going to give you the categories to start thinking of. League finish, all the cup competitions.
Maybe write it in the chat.
Okay, 1 second.
Write it in the chat.
That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Do you know that?
Then I can star it, and at the end of the show, we can bring it up on the screen.
You know what? You're so... Well done, sir. Well done. So,
it's not my first rodeo.
You know what, mate? I don't even know why I didn't think of that. That is such a smart move. Ben, you see, we complete each other.
Indeed.
We may have the optimistic.
The reason there's the pink to go with the black.
Damn right. So I'm just deleting what James had as his answers. So do not put your stuff in just yet because we're going to do it all at the end, people. But Ben, star away.
Star away. We can star both of those to make sure we've got both of them, just in case. Indeed, we're going to win it anyway, and we're going to do it anyway. Big up to you. The quintuple is most certainly on.
No, it's not.
We're going to do it anyway. We're going to do it anyway. We're going to do it anyway. We're going to do it anyway.
We can't win the quintuple now because we lost the Super Cup. The quadruple's on. Quadruple's on. We're going to do it anyway.
Exactly. So where we start? Big up, Rico. I've just messaged you, buddy. That's probably why you're here, actually. But yeah, so I do want to start with Eze. Let's start with
a
do that first. Do Michael first. Big up, Mike, buddy.
Let's do a super chat firstly. Why do we have a feeling we're about to get levied? No Eze and no Savino. Also, Opta. We're not finishing 14th. Well,
I think that's going to be Opta, not Opta.
Yeah, Opta.
But what I will say, Flamencos, mate. Flamencos, I think, but they've got two legs. So maybe not, because I've never seen a flamenco with two legs. I've just seen them. They hide their secret leg for emergencies. But
yes,
so it's broken, and who was it broken by? Who was it by? I think it was Delaney. And Spurs are £7 million away from the Eze fee. Now, all I can say is my £100 bid for Joe Lewis's yacht obviously got turned down because it was not accepted or didn't go through yesterday. We are now at £7 million away. Stay tuned for it. I mean, it's not stay tuned because I don't think it's a Spurs transfer, a valid Spurs transfer, unless we hit 5 million away. So I think we'll be 5 million away later on today. and then it gets wrapped up Monday. I'm not getting excited, but I think it's going to come. But what we got to see with this, what is it now? Day 12 since Maddison's injury. Day 12. And we are going into this game because even if we sign him today now, it's gone past the cut-off time. No player we sign today, if we sign a player today, can play for Tottenham Hotspur on Saturday against Burnley. So it's going to be the same side. Ben, you think this is going to? You thought yesterday. You're thinking today, aren't you?
I think they will get it done today. 7 million quid. All they've got to do is open the stadium tomorrow, and that's 7 million quid.
That's a good point, actually. Well, put it this way: if they get
the stadium, that's 7 million quid.
I must say, if they get it done today,
stadium open for a couple of hours longer and tell people if they put a sign up, we're going to close the stadium 4 hours afterwards. Please buy your beers so we can buy Eze. Everyone's buying 5 beers. Everyone's going to buy 5 beers each. It's like, oh, we've got to have Eze. Buy 5 beers. I'll have 5 beers and give it to the dog.
No, you look at it as well. I think, mate, who knows? If you do get it wrapped up today, then he is absolutely on the halfway line being presented tomorrow, isn't he?
And that's what it should be. It should be done today.
People, do we reckon today it gets done?
Probably
yes
not.
Or no? If not today, when? Because I am now, I will say I am now fully on board it's going to go through. I'm not going to start tweeting or I actually think Arsenal aren't a problem anymore. And that's not to piss. I think we're ahead of the race now. I think it does happen. Oh, it's just been confirmed. Spurs fans, we can relax. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is a Leeds player.
Yeah,
he's a Leeds player.
Sorry, Jesse. We love you, Jess. But
Dominic Calvert-Lewin is a Leeds player. That last minute, we need a striker. Let's replace our 2 injury-prone strikers with Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Those days are over. But yes, I actually think Eze will get done now. I'm not going to start running my mouth. No. See, Angus, I'm going to bring you up right now. The reason you're concentrating on Rodrigo is because we're too advancing. Let me guess. If you come back to me and say, yeah, Rodrigo was a smokescreen, and we were going for Rodrigo anyway, I will. Yeah, I will.
He's going to fly to Spain and slap you.
I think it goes.
No one skips Chit King, Nacho Slayer. No one skips Chit King.
Tomorrow, Ben?
What?
Are you meeting up with Nacho Slayer?
I see him.
He's a top man. Anyone that might honestly at the Scotland Yard, it was. I can't remember what game it was now. I know it was a European game. I think it was Bodo. Mate, top man. If you get a chance to meet up with him, he is a top dude. Top dude.
Never forget Chit King. Never forget Chit King. Daniel saying Monday. No, we shouldn't. We should be just saying what you want. What you want. Announced during the game. I hope so. Can I
just say
no,
the one
and got shut down.
What I will say is when we normally get to this, I will say we did this with Kudus. We've done this with so many people. Yes, everyone's thinking about Morgan Gibbs-White and everything. I do think this goes through now. I do think there might be, like I said, it's not a Spurs deal if it doesn't go down to 5 million. But I am thinking, yeah, Tango, I am actually totally relaxed. Actually, I shouldn't be totally relaxed because I was totally relaxed with Morgan Gibbs-White and I ran my mouth. So everything you've heard me say,
yeah,
outdoor. But I'm not. Yeah. Put it this way: if someone was saying, I'm not going to say words anymore, but if someone says to me, you know how they say if you're in trouble, wink or something like that, do I think Eze's going to go through? That's all I've got to say.
I'm in agreement with you, Bill. The reason, I don't know why people are blaming Archie Gray for losing that. The thing is, I'm not gonna say anything. The reason we lost that game was not because of the midfield. We might say it's because of the midfield. It's because we had nothing up front. So every time the ball went forward, there was nothing to hold on to the ball. That's the reason the ball kept on coming back. It's not because of the midfield. Because if it was because of Archie Gray, Bill, we would have conceded immediately. It took them, and Archie Gray was on the pitch for 18 minutes before they scored a goal. So,
do you know where we are? Well, what we are right now and where we are. there is obviously a lot of people. Big up, Craig, brother. There are a lot of people within Spurs social media, YouTube, whatever it may be, just the Spurs fan base as a whole. And I'm sure this happens at other teams now. I'm sure it happens at other teams where anything with Thomas Frank right now, you're either really, really fully on board with him, like people like myself, Craig, and many others in this chat, you, or there's people that are looking to nitpick at any little thing. Any little thing. And now it's going on to the players. Now it's going on to the players. There was another, if you want to use Archie Gray, there was another 10 players on the pitch. If you want to use Matisse Tell, there was another 10 players on the pitch.
Yeah.
And I still can't believe we're talking about the negative part of the PSG games. And yes, Thomas Frank needs to say, right, this happened because of this, or whatever it was. They was. Do you know what? I saw an article and I shared it with Craig from Sky Sports that showed just what they've seen and witnessed, like the subtle changes that Thomas Frank had made and the difference with Spurs. Now, remember what I was saying, and he says it in his pre-match talks, win the duels, win the second balls, da-da-da-da-da. You saw that. Did you see the last-ditch defending when we're going to the penalty area and the players putting their bodies on the line and some of those last bit? Also, set pieces, we scored from both. And it's a massive thing. People have to go saying we're now a set-piece team. Those set pieces are probably going to get us another 15, 16 plus points this season. And I didn't even realise this myself. Do you remember when Jose Mourinho used to want to have big, powerful, tall play? Like it was like his weapon.
Jose loved set pieces.
But this is what I'm saying. They loved them. But in that starting 11 Wednesday, 9 of the 11 starters were 6 foot plus.
Yeah.
There's subtle changes going on. And he's going to come in and they're not going to go off straight away.
Yeah.
Like there was a question in here when we get talking about the game. What formation is he going to play? Now, obviously, he went 3 at the back because it was Paris Saint-Germain and what the qualities they have. Also, he went back 3 because of our lack of creativity, because we only really had Kudus to provide it. Well, then you look at it, and we go into Burnley, he's a low block team, but he still hasn't got any creativity. So did he go 3-5-2 again? I'm going to check that right now.
This is not true, by the way.
Okay.
This is not true.
Okay. I was about to say.
It's not true.
I didn't think it was. But yeah, I think, like I said, this season, and yes, it is because of Thomas Frank. Yes, it is a lot to do with Thomas Frank and how much I wanted him. Like I said, I go on We Are Tottenham TV or whatever, and I will lay blame at Levy wherever I can. But I'm normally looking at the things to moan about. I'm doing it the other way. I've had enough of all this. I am saving my, if you want to call it negativity or whatever, for the hierarchy and if things go wrong. But in the same manner, if something goes right, I will say it. But I'm delighted with what we're doing.
Yeah,
I think. Look, we go into the Burnley game, and from what we saw defending, everyone's been saying, "Oh, Scott Parker obviously did very, very well defending wise in the Championship," and Burnley were. Everyone used to wax lyrical with Potts when we had the 2 seasons where we had the best defence.
Yeah,
your defence needs to be sorted.
Yeah,
and I can't wait. I honestly can't wait for this season to start. Going to be at the yard tomorrow. You're going back home to the lane. And it's the day before the Premier League starts is a glorious day. Or it starts today, but only before we start. It's a glorious day today. And I'm not talking weather-wise. Well, it could be, but...
it's a very lovely day weather-wise.
I just can't wait. I mean, Spurs... I'm just trying to remember. What have our recent opening day results been? We drew to Leicester
last year.
We drew with Brentford the year before. The year before that was Conte. We beat Southampton 4-1.
Yep.
The year before that was Jose Mourinho. We won 1-0. So basically, the last 2 seasons, we've started away and won and drawn. And the prior
with Man City, 1-0 at home.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. So last 2 years we've been away, and we've drawn both. And the previous 2 years to that, we have been at home. We have been at home, and we've won. And we've won.
That's never going to happen, Tango.
Tango,
That's never going to happen, Tango.
I will say, listen, you and me will always have different opinion on the board, and you know it. And you know it. But as people would have seen this season, I've been a lot more relaxed. Obviously, when there has been times, I've gone for him. And I don't get this wrong, people, and especially you, Tango. If I find an area that I think I can I'm not going to go searching for it. I'm not going to go, oh, wait a minute, how does this link back to him? And I'm not going to go, right, we lost that game, Levy. I'm not doing this anymore. When I need to go for the ownership, I'll go for the ownership. But
let's talk football.
Exactly.
Football.
Exactly.
Let's talk football, guys.
Exactly. Do you know what?
Football.
This is it. Do you know what, Curtis Allen? Do you know what? That you could do that like the A-Team theme tune, couldn't you?
No. Captain Scarlet and the Mr. Ums. So Marinakis has been Mr.anized. For those that understand that reference, big up to you. And you don't understand that reference, do you, Aki? But it's.
I'm going to bring part. Do you know? There's been a few people. Do you know what I love as well? People like Paul. There was Keith Ryan. There was Adrian. I can't remember his surname. If he comes in, I'll bring it. There are people that don't like my Levy views. There are a lot of people, but there's a lot of people that love him as well. But I go on about it because, do you know what? It's because I'm coming up to 18 years on him, and I obviously. But that's the thing. I do that, but I don't go for people. I don't get personal. I don't get I get aggressive and emotional about the situation, but not towards people. I used to buy, and I listen. Everyone's got the right to either agree or disagree with me or be on the fence. I love the fact that people coming in now and realise that we're nice guys. We talk football, and we have great. And the greatest thing about this, that what we do, and I'm sure everyone in this chat knows, our chat is brilliant. Yes, we get the odd troll or but the actual conversation between yourselves and the interaction we have with you all is so respectful on both our parts and yours. And you 78 people watching are a big part of it. A big part of it. So yeah, let's get to the game. Let's get to the game, Ben. And people in the chat. Let's throw this out to people in the chat first. Ian Parker, score predictions we'll do at the end. Before we've got a question for all of you at the end. We're going to have some fun, and we'll do that in about 20 minutes because there's a few questions. What formation do you reckon? Do you reckon he's going to go back 4-3-2? Do we reckon he's going to stick to 3-5-2 because of what he's got? Let's get the formation down as a unit, and then we'll talk about players.
I am going to go 3-5-2 because we lack creative players still. I think we will play the same team that we played against PSG on Wednesday. I don't think there's going to be a single change.
You don't?
No, I don't think there's going to be a single change. I think it's going to be back three of Romero, Van der Ven, and Danso. Of course, Danso has now shown that he's got a massive weapon of the long throw.
Okay.
And we're going to need those in a team against a team like Burnley that will play a low block against us. One of the things we need to be using set pieces, corners, any way we can get a goal against them because they're going to be very, very difficult to break down. They're going to be very, very difficult to break down. So we're going to need 3-5-2. We're going to have Spence and Pedro Porro as the wing backs. And we're going to have Kudus as our makeshift number 10 with Richarlison up front. I don't think we should change it. I think the team showed amazing character, but I could be wrong.
Do you know what? Go on. Sorry, Ben, you finish.
Although it will be a similar formation, I expect it to be much more attacking.
Do you know what?
Dirty old man.
Do you know what? I actually think you had me thinking for a sec, but I'm literally there's a couple of people that have gone with what I'm going to say. I'm going with what I think he's going to do. But I was very close to switching back to you as soon as you mentioned Danso because I forgot about that. But I actually reckon he's going to go back to 4-2-3-1 tomorrow. I think Odebear starts. I think he's going to have Odebear and then Porro will be the wing backs will be getting forward. I think Danso, unless I will say performances like he did yesterday against PSG, where I don't think a single player in that starting 11 did anything wrong. No. I think they were one. Like if we ever did player ratings, Ben, I think the lowest I'd give someone was an 8 for their performance against PSG. I honestly, but I think, and I will say, I don't know if people know Spurs Reach because I know the guy that does Spurs Reach. They're actually putting a massive support to Matisse Tell video or compilation. So they're doing something for it. Yeah. And fair play to Spurs Reach and everyone for associated with the club doing that. But I think, like we said, I think he's going to go 4-2-3. I think Odebear starts. But what I was about to say, when I mentioned the starting 11, is I think it's when you put in a performance like that, it's hard when you go to 4-2-3-1 to drop the players that played so well. But I think they'll know that obviously playing exactly, Scott. Exactly. Never have truer words been said, buddy. But I think the whole team and the way you can see that they've bought into Frank already. And I think all the team will realise, right, there are going to be, and he would have told them, different formations, different games. You're all going to get good game time, but this isn't, we just play the same formation anymore. Like previous managers have done. And we've and obviously Ange was one of them. Conte was one of them. Harry Redknapp was one of them. This guy is going to change. Mate, it's so good to see this dude back in the chat. He had to go on a hiatus for a bit, but that's my ride or die. That's my ride or die there. But yeah, I think
I missed the chat earlier. Big up, Rumi.
Yeah, I don't think that will happen. I don't. Do you know what? Let's have it. What I will say about this isn't. I want to know what people feel about this. And this isn't because I think Archie Gray is going to be a great player for Spurs. I really do. But do we think, with players coming in and everything, would a loan for Archie? Just say yes or no. Just say yes or no. Is Archie Gray, could a loan to a Premier League team only a Premier League team I'm talking about, could that do him the world of good for regular experience?
Yeah. Regular
game minutes. Get some proper, because at Spurs at the moment, we can't guarantee him first team football. There's just no way right now Spurs can guarantee him first team football. Now, is it better that he stays at Tottenham and gets loans, learns off Paulinho and players like him, who's a great player to listen to? Or is it better for him to go out and get the regular minutes? So it's up and down on whether
send him to Arsenal.
No one deserves that kind of punishment. Ian.
No one
deserves that kind of punishment. But yeah, I'm just interested to know if anyone thinks. And do you know what? Before if you said yes,
we have actually got some breaking news from Fabrizio.
Is it Spurs related? Is it Spurs related?
It is. It is an interview from Pep Guardiola on Savinho, and the quotes are, I should bring this up on the stream, but I don't have Twitter, so I can't be asked.
Oh, well, tell me the tweet, I'll do it. Tell me the tweet, I'll do it.
The only thing I'm concerned about today is that Savinho will be with us until the end, all the season, and hopefully for many, many more years. He's extraordinary, but at the end, as always, the desire of the player prevails above everything. And Arthur, there has to be an agreement with the club. If you don't take an agreement, the player will be here. So that is obviously Pep Guardiola saying to the press, if a deal can be made with the club, Savinho will be made a Spurs player. So he's not going to. The club are not going to stand in his way. So Spurs, it's all on you, guys.
Well, that technically, I mean that used to be. Do you know what they used to say when I was a team leader? One of the best ways to do things is a bullshit sandwich. Constructive criticism. Pick him up. Bit of constructive. You just gave, when you said that, I read that and heard at the beginning. I thought, oh, Jesus Christ. And then you gave me the good news. So, yeah, he has. Do you know what? Pep did this with Kane, didn't he? He said, listen, I've tried to call Daniel Levy and he didn't pick up the phone because Levy was just literally like, that's it. You're not getting him. Go away. He has left the door open there, hasn't he?
Yeah. And I've also got another bit of breaking news from Angus. I've got another bit of breaking news from Angus.
Romano.
Yes, indeed. And it is from Court Offside.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, go on.
So it is a crap sauce, Angus. It's basically Tesco ketchup. But we're going to read it anyway. We're going to do it anyway, in the words of Barry. Arsenal have abandoned their pursuit of Eberechi Eze due to Crystal Palace's asking price. I'm taking this with a pinch of salt, a massive pinch of salt. But if that is true...
Judge, I'll tell you how bad... I'm going to rubbish that straight away. I'm going to rubbish this straight away.
It's like copium from Angus. It's copium from Angus, isn't it?
It's not even that, because Angus came in and said, oh, yeah, we've given up on Eze because we're going for Rodrigo. Rodrigo's going to cost more than goddamn Eze. So you're giving up on Eze because of the price so you can go get Rodrigo for more. That's how good Court Offside are. But let's go back to Archie Gray, because this is an interesting one, because obviously this does affect Spurs.
Yeah.
Basically, let's put it this way. It is an overwhelming yes. Yeah. It is an overwhelming yes for him to go out on loan. There's been a couple of people that say just sell him. And Ian, I don't know if you're talking about Archie Gray, buddy.
I couldn't disagree with you more. He shouldn't be sold.
No, he
shouldn't. Let him have a loan at a Premier League club if you have to loan him.
You've got it right. That's how reliable they are. Reliable they are.
Yes. But it is news. We're not ITKs here. We're aggregators.
Do you know what I'd like to see? We'll go to you first, Ben. People that said yes, or people just in general, if Archie Gray was to go to a Premier League club on a loan, where do you think would be best for him? I'll give you mine straight away. And obviously, you look at it either a big team or somewhere. I think he would do brilliant at Bournemouth.
Okay.
I think Archie Gray would thrive and obviously get regular minutes. I would say I would. Oh, Paul Langley's come up with a good one. Paul Langley.
I'm going to go very boring. Leeds.
You're going to send him home?
Yeah, I'm going to send him back to Leeds.
Yeah, I think a lot of people say that. Oh, Joshua.
And it's not the other words of like, do you know the phrase, send him to Coventry?
No. Why would you want to send anyone to Coventry? Sorry if any of you are.
Coventry used to be where the King's Army used to be. So when you've done something really, really naughty, you send them to Coventry. I don't know the full story. I can't remember the full story, but it's not a good thing to be sent to Coventry.
I have,
and it's not a good place to go anyway.
Yeah, listen, I tell you what, honestly, I think I've told this story before. I can't. Coventry are one of those teams. There's only one reason. It's not even the '87 FA Cup final. The year that we had Sheringham and Klinsmann, so it was 95, 96. 94, 95, 95. Yeah, 95, 96, when I had my first season ticket. We got Coventry away, big upside. I went to Coventry away in the, whatever it was called, the Carabao Cup, whatever it was named back then. And we were 2-0 up at half time. Absolutely cruising, played some incredible football. And then we lost 3-2. They came back in the second half and battered us. I can't remember an away game to this day that I left where I was so goddamn raging.
Send it to the Lion City Sailors.
I was so raging with that result. We played him again in the Premier League a couple of weeks later, and I said, right, we're going. I'm coming back. And thankfully, we went there and we won 3-2. And it's when Teddy Sheringham scored that cheeky little lob over. I can't remember who was in goal for them. But yeah, since then, Coventry, forget the '87 Cup final. Coventry, I do not like that football team. It might be a wonderful team.
You know what would be a really good move for Archie Gray? Celtic. Celtic would be a great move for him. His family are all Celtic supporters. I think Celtic would be a really good move for Archie.
Then Archie can injure. Then Archie and Mikey Moore can go at it.
Yeah, I think Celtic would be a really good move.
The whole thing. For me, again, let's ask people in the chat. Would you want him? Just say. I don't think was it Grizovic still then, Paul? Was it still then? I can't. Whoa, that 95. Wow, if it was, bloody hell. But yeah, I think he has to go stay in the Premier League. If we want him to get, we think he's not ready. The only way you're going to get him ready for the Premier League, yes, he can go to Celtic to get regular game time. I think Archie Gray. I mean, I don't know where people think if he should only go to the Premier. It could be elsewhere. Do you know what? I need to find out now. I need to find out who's in bloody goal that game.
I disagree with you there, Tom. I think Mikey Moore at Rangers will do brilliantly as a 17-year-old. I think Mikey will do very, very, very well. Yeah, I think he'll do brilliantly there. I think he'll do brilliantly at Rangers.
Who was in goal?
Need to learn. I hope so as well, but who knows? No, I don't think Conor Gallagher is coming. I don't think that's happening. We can't loan out Gray. We're not buying better than if we get injuries. I would prefer Gray than Davis at fullback. Who knows? Tezza, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. I think he'll get game time.
It wasn't a Grizovic, Paul. It was. I didn't even know his name. John Phelan, of all people. I don't even remember him. John Phelan was in goal. So there we go.
Gray's a Fulham. Interesting.
Well, that's not. Do you know what? Keep him in London, Curtis. That's not a bad shout. Wouldn't it be funny that we brought Paulinho in and then we'll send Archie Gray to his former club? Fulham is not a bad shout, actually. Absolutely.
You
know what? Curtis, you've won me over. Didn't take much, did it? You've won me over. You have won me over. Gray to Fulham. Gray to Fulham.
He's not going to get game time at Fulham.
Yes, he could. I'm going to say Fulham or Bournemouth. I'm going to say Fulham or Bournemouth. There we go.
Brentford would be a good shout.
No, but do you know what it is with Brentford? And do you know what? I'm rooting for Brentford this season. I'm really, really rooting for Brentford. If we had to have a second team to follow, let's ask that. Premier League opening day. If you had to have like a second team that you always keep an eye out and want to do well, who is it? Obviously, Tottenham always.
Any team in the world?
No, any team in the Premier League. Premier League. If there's so you might have a soft spot for it. It might be one of the new promoted teams. And you want to see them break the chain. It might be like Bill, who lives in Leeds. So obviously,
it's going to be Leeds for my love of JSY Talks football. Okay. That's going to be the reason, not because of the football team. Because
if any Spurs fan here puts Nottingham Forest, you're instantly barred. You're instantly barred. You're timed out. Ian Parker's part Arsenal. I'm even accepting that as a joke. But anyone puts Forest. Now, for me, I am really, really, really rooting for Brentford. Arsenal. I really am. I really am looking for Brentford because they have been gutted by us. They've obviously lost Mbuemo. They've obviously lost or about to, or maybe not, or trying to get Wissa because of what's going on there. And Brentford, like I've said, are such an incredible club, beautifully run, do so much for their community. If I had to, I'm keeping an eye on Brentford because I just don't want it to be, this will be the year they go down because we've ripped them apart and they've lost.
Good point, actually, Daniel. Good point.
There you go. Your man.
My man, Sanderberg.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But we got a better player than Sanderberg.
There's a Badger Man Sanders said Sunderland. Sunderland, for what they've done for the 85-year-old plus for season tickets, is incredible. What an incredible gesture. But yeah, I there's a lot of people that put Everton. I'm not surprised at that, but they used to be such a big club. But yeah, I'm keeping. I really don't want.
Only room for 2 teams. LFC.
You know what? Just before we start doing the 102 people in here, we're going to be doing our prediction thing very, very soon. But before we do that, who's your prediction for bottom 3 this season? We're going to do the Spurs themed one soon. But who are your predictions for Ben? Who's your predictions for going down?
Brentford,
Don't say
Burnley.
that.
Brentford, Burnley. I'm going to say Bournemouth.
It's another team that have been gutted, haven't they? Steve's saying Leeds. There's a few that said Leeds. So here we go. Burnley, Brentford, Wolves. Do you know what? I think their manager's too good. I was at that.
You missed a load of the comments, though, Brian.
I know I did, but I just saw the
Wet Spam, Brentford, and if Nottingham Forest go down,
do you know what? Then we go get Gibbs White for even cheaper than the 60. That would. Could you imagine? They go down and we'll just go right. You wanted to muck about a 60? How about 30? That would be brilliant.
A few people are saying West Ham.
I think, Joe, like what was said with. I think Wolves are too good. I think honestly, when I went to that 4-2 with Ben, Wolves were very good. I mean, don't get me wrong, we were horrific. But Wolves were. I know they've lost Cunha. I know they've lost Aitanuri, but they always, if you look at Wolves, they always find talent. They actually really do find talent. It's the keeping hold of it. I don't think Wolves. Joe, what? Sunderland, I don't know if they will. Is this going to? I'll tell you what. An easier question is: do we reckon this is the year that it gets broken? That it's not the bottom. The 3 that got promoted go straight back down because the Premier League's getting bigger and harder, isn't it? And the more money. I don't think. Big up, Blade Runner Tony. Subscribe to both. You've got Tottenham on tour underneath me. You've got Tottenham on tour underneath me, and Ben, just take the comments away.
Yeah.
You got the Coffee Company, our sister channel, which is his, just there. So there's 2 channels we're streaming at the same time. So subscribe to both, buddy. We do a lot of work together. We do everything together.
Yeah, we do.
But yeah, do we think? So if a lot of people are saying, so it looks like the year.
Nottingham Forest are not going down, guys. They're too good.
We're now going to bring up the star. I'll bring it up, Ben. So we're going to bring up the star comment. We're going to leave it up for a bit, and we'll wait for your comments to come in. So let's see. This is Spurs only. Spurs only. So the categories are: if you could just do it in this order, or put league finish, or whatever.
Well, let's ask one at a time. Let's ask one at a time.
Okay, let's do that. Do you know what, Ben? You're on fire.
And we've got fans from different clubs in our chat.
Yes.
So where do you think your club is? And make sure if we don't know who your club, when most people we know are Spurs here.
Yeah.
But if you don't support Spurs, and we know Angus supports Arsenal because he is.
Yeah.
Even though he's a closet Spurs fan, apparently.
Damn right.
Where do you think your team are going to finish this season?
I've just seen someone creep into the chat who's always with me in the evening. Big up THFC Adogi.
Big up. Daniel thinks we're going to finish 6th.
Oh, wait. Whoa. I've left out a massive thing here. I'm sorry, guys. I've left out a massive thing. When James sent this to me, this was both if Eze and Savinho have signed. So all the Spurs fans, if you're sticking with that, stick with that. But this is on the condition. All these questions are if Eze and Savinho have signed. So I forgot that little nugget. So if that changes your opinion, add that.
Angus is saying 2nd or 3rd. Shurett's saying 6th. Tottenham 7th. League 7th and 5th if we get Eze and Savinho. 7th, 6th, 5th, 6th, 5th. Champions LFC. Spurs 7th. Current squad 10th. Ooh. 7th, 5th or 6th, 5th, 8th.
I love that 5th.
He's doing the second ones already.
Wait, Steve, wait for. We're going to do it one by one. So just wait for hold forth. But I have to say, Ben, who spelled 5th? F-I-F-F. Who said 5th? Ethan, I love that. I love that. Like Rob Cockney, 5th. I love that. I love that type of stuff. Well,
he's an Essex boy.
And you know what? With Harry Redknapp next to it in the speech bubble, it literally looks like he said it.
If Carlsberg did YouTube comments, it'd be that one.
It would. All right, so have we got to the end of right now? We'll move on to the second one, people.
Still 6th.
Oh, okay. Tell me when we're there, because I've gone to the start comments to read the things out.
Spurs League finish 6th with Eze and Savinho 7th.
Okay, he's got up 3 places. Second, Reece. Oh my God, in a hype. I think we can break into the Champions League.
6th from Fenners, 6th or 7th.
No, Paul, big up, buddy.
City gonna win the league. Okay, it's 4th. First, if we get both Tom.
Oh my God, Tom. Do you know what? Tom is on the. That's because Tom is fully on the Frank train with me. He is chewing along. Okay.
7th.
Let me know when we're at the end.
5th Avenue. So Arsenal finishing 5th. Then we've got to bring up the starred comment again.
No, I'll read it out, buddy. I'll read it out. That's why I've got it. You do the comments. I've got it out. So now,
right.
Champions League. Let's see where, and obviously, if you're not in the Champions League, if any of you in the chat are obviously not in Europe, it doesn't apply to you. But if you are in Europe, if it's the UEFA or Cup Winners' Cup, Conference League. Wait, I think Cup Winners' Cup sounds so much better than Conference League. Has to be said.
But it's not a Cup Winners' Cup.
Yeah, that's true now. That's actually, yeah.
Good to see you, Colin Crossamano. Let's see what people think.
Crossamano's late.
UCL for Spurs, first round.
Remember, Mark. This is with Eze and Savinho. With them,
round I think 16.
Yeah, that's where I am.
Wizzy, I can't even argue with him. But Liverpool are so good, and if they sign Isaac, for example, they're going to go all the way.
Their strength in depth is Ben. Before whilst you go, where's your prediction? We'll give our predictions for each comment first, and then we'll go through that. So where I think round of 16. I think round of 16.
Quarter
You're going one more. All right. Okay.
Last 16, last 8, semi-final, playoff groups. Oh, he doesn't even think we're going to get out the first bit. Round of 16, knocked out in the last 32. Round of 16. Oh, bloody hell, where's everything? First knockout group without signings. Winning it!
Jason,
which one is on?
1 second. For all these questions to the Spurs fans, this is with Eze and Savinho, with both of them. So everything we're asking with Spurs is with them.
Quarterfinals, quarters, round of 16, semi-finals. Okay. Quarterfinals, quarters, knockout stages. 5th is Pump. Okay.
There you go.
Ask capitulation and sacking of Lego bricks. That's brilliant. Semi-final.
Semi-final, Roddy. Big up, Roddy. I haven't seen you for a while. I hope you're good, buddy.
I have not got a league. We have not done a league this year.
Yeah, we haven't done one.
I can't be asked to do fancy Premier League this year.
I did the first week and then didn't do it again. And I do it every year, so I didn't waste the time putting the team together.
Man United winning the Champions League. Oh, wait, that was a dream. Afternoon, peeps. Spurs to reach the quarterfinal. Big up, KG. Hopefully you're well.
Right, let me know when we're ready to do the next one.
Let's do the next one.
Carabao Cup, people. Carabao Cup. Ben, what do you think?
Carabao Cup. Final and finish second. We'll lose to Man City in the final.
I actually think, and this isn't, I'm not saying this, I actually think this is the tournament. I think Thomas Frank has got so much to deal with in his first season, especially with dealing with Europe. I think this is the team where, this is the cup that he's going to be like, right, okay, I might heavily, and I won't blame him a damn bit for doing it. I don't know. I'm going to say fourth round, but only because I think this could be heavily rotated. And I think this will be a cup that if we get knocked out, so we can focus on the Champions League until January. And I'm not saying that because I just think this might be the one cup that might be that's my reasoning. I hope we go further, but if we go out of the League Cup early because of the Champions League concentration, as much as it will be another cup competition gone, whenever we're in the Champions League, I'm not too concerned about the League Cup. Jose Mourinho still says, I take that cup so seriously because it's the first thing you win and it gets into the players' heads. But I think so you're going runners up. I'm going fourth round.
Toby's saying runners up. Angus is saying that Arsenal are going to win the League Cup this year.
Of course they are.
Spurs final first. Final semi, winners. Loads of winners, fourth round, semi-final, runners up, semis. Steve is saying winning it, fourth round. Have it, final.
I love that name. Honestly, I love that name.
Win. Round of 4, winners, same as Ben. Final, winners, fifth round after drawing someone like Chelsea. Quarter-final, fourth round, knocked out second round, semi.
Whoa. Whoever said knocked out second round, do you mean the second round that we're in, which will be the fourth round because we come in the third round for Europe?
League Cup winners. Cup winners. Not being taboo, I think there's always a chance we can win it. Sixth round, win it. Arsenal ain't winning just shit.
Come on, Destiny.
Winner. We're not doing that yet. Challenging on fourth runs. I want an FA Cup. We'll get to the FA Cup.
Rolly.
Winners, runners up. El Canoes misses the penalty to decide it. Bloody hell. I think the opposite.
Okay. I get that. I get that. What I'm saying with it, who was it that said that comment just there?
Rainman,
big up, buddy. What I'm saying is he may do exactly the same, but I'm saying for me personally, this is the cup this season that I'm not. I personally am always like this. It's kind of what Poch did, but obviously Poch didn't go on and win anything. He didn't take the cup seriously. I think, if Frank had had more European pedigree, I might have said a lot further. But seeing that this is the first time he's dealing with 4 competitions and playing regularly, I've just got a feeling there's going to be heavy changes. I mean, don't get me wrong. If we get Eze, this is all with Eze and Savinho as well. Our rotation might work out very well because we will have some depth. But I just think with so much going on in his first season that this will be a tough one for him. But the next one is the one that I always say winning for because I want it more than anything. FA Cup winners. Ben?
Yep, I'm agreeing with you. FA Cup winners.
We need to get that cup.
Positive.
We need to get that cup back, number 9 in the trophy cabinet, and actually bring that bloody cup home where it always belongs. Winners.
I'm going winners as well. I predicted we win the Europa League last year on Kate and Jim's channel. Big up, Kate and Jim.
There you go.
I predicted on their channel last year that we'd win the UEFA Cup, and I'm gonna predict we're gonna win the FA Cup this year. Psycho Fox is saying third round, semi-finals, winners, indeed, quarter-finals. Good to see a Barbaric. Good to see it. He's in his baby grow.
He just comes in and mic drops. He can't be mic dropped. He leaves.
That's brilliant. Winners FA Cup.
I can see it as well.
Winners FA Cup over EFL. Thank you to Sava for the raid. Big up, sir.
Big up,
Thank you so much, buddy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Quarterfinals, FA Cup, winners, Spurs quarterfinals. I'll jump on the bandwagon and say winners.
Yeah, it's got to be
final. Sava raid. Big up,
Big up, Steve. Big up all the people from Sava's. And big up Sava.
The FA Cup is ours. Love the FA Cup. Winners, final winners, quarters, semi-finals. Liverpool win it, and it's another oi.
Big up,
Winners,
Single Dad.
domestic double as a hat-trick and overhead kick in the final. Big up, 5th round. Winners, FA
That's right.
Cup. Winners, my heart says we win the FA Cup. My heart always says we win the FA Cup.
Damn right. Damn right, Jay. But I have to say, do you know what's been funny? We've been doing this, and loads of people have gone for the League Cup win, have gone for early exits in the FA Cup, whereas I went the other way around, early exit in the League Cup and win the FA Cup. Big up to everyone that has come over from Savers. Much appreciated. We're having a little game at the moment where you've joined us. We've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 categories to go. So we've got 5 categories to go. And every question we're asking at the moment is the questions we are asking at the moment when we do it is as if, because the person that sent it to us was as if Eze and Savinho have signed. So just imagine right now we can live in the dreamland that Eze and Savinho are Spurs players on the questions we're asking. Have we got to the end of the FA Cup ones?
If you offered me 8th FA Cup this season, I'd grab it with both hands.
We had this discussion on Late Night Lillywhite. Someone said right here, right now, if you were offered 8 in the Premier League, 8th in the Premier League, 8th in the FA Cup, would I take it? Absolutely.
Every day of the week.
Absolutely.
Right.
But right, the next question.
Next one.
The next question. Here we go, people. Who do we reckon? And remember, this is with Eze and Savinho signed. Who do you reckon? Ben, I'll bring him up. Don't worry, bro. Don't worry. Who do we think Player of the Year is going to be? Ben, who's yours?
My Player of the Year for Spurs this year, if we sign Eze, is going to be Eberechi Eze. If we sign Eze, is going to be Eberechi Eze.
Do you know what? I am, and I'm pretty sure Craig's going to put the same as me, Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro is going to be our Player of the Season.
And a Spurs talk show raid. What?
My God, we are going nuts here.
Welcome, everyone.
So, yes, welcome. But, yes, so the question is right now for the people joining, the people that are joining us right now, this is literally, if the question we're asking is if Savinho and Eze have signed as well, so you can include them, because this is what we were challenged with, Player of the Season. Ben, you've gone for Eze. I'm going for Pedro Porro.
If Eze joins, Eze will be our Player of the Season this year.
I'm going for Pedro Porro. Let's see what people have put.
James Cook has put Romero. Mr. Joshua's Kudus, Eze, Jedley King.
Good shout.
Jedley Spence. I actually prefer that. Kudus, Eze. This is why we must sign it. Indeed, Kudus, Romero, Kudus. Tell.
Gerald's being very stick up for the man. Well played.
Romero, Kudus, Romero, Savio if we sign him, Eze, Sarr and Spence. 3. Pape Matar is going to be the Spurs Player of the Season. Interesting. Porro, Kudus, Paulinho.
That's a good, mate. I hadn't thought. Do you know what that is? I saw that bit. Yes. So I think, do you know what? Paulinho is not a bad shout at all. Actually, they're all not bad shouts. Let's face it.
Lee is saying Florian Wirtz for his Liverpool. Sarr, man, he's magic. Indeed.
Well, there's a couple of questions where I think Sarr might actually be the overwhelming. Do you know what? Do you know what? I have to say, who said Richarlison? Who said Richarlison?
Craig.
Was it Craig? No, was it Craig that said it a couple of comments ago?
No, I don't know. Who said it? I don't know. I can't see it.
You know what? Honestly,
Clyde, if he stays fit.
And I'm being honest. Look, people may like him, hate him, whatever. But Wednesday, he was magnificent. He was all right, didn't get a goal. His first touch looked greatly improved. His teamwork. Don't get me wrong. I want us to get another striker, and I think Richarlison could be a player that gets sold. Could, because we may need to get rid of some players off the book. But if he could stay fit and put in performances like he did Wednesday, but get amongst the goals, it's not impossible.
Matisse Stowe. Fucking hell.
Right,
That's
let me
brilliant.
know when to bring up the next question. Obviously, there's a lot more people with us now.
There's a lot more people now. Tell Benson Kerr. Okay. Kudos, Savarade, Richie, Hoyland as our number 9. I'd rather get bloody hell, Scott. Bloody hell. Make 100 cheeky 150 if only Levy wasn't our
that wouldn't be a cheeky bid. That would be had someone kidnapped Daniel Levy bid. If someone put 150, if someone came and said Spurs have dropped 150 million, but Isaac, I think every Spurs
as buying Savio and Eze. I'd be like, what the hell is that?
I think every Spurs fan would say, right, this ain't real. Something's happened. But right, next question, and I have a very big feeling this is where the SAR thing is going to be. The next question is most improved player. Now take out Savinho and Eze because obviously they're not here, and we're basing it from last season's performance as the base word, not their entire career at Spurs. From last season, at the end of the season under Frank, who do we think will be most improved player? Ben, who's you first?
I'm going to go Pape Sarr.
I'm gonna say
Pape Sarr because I do really like Pape Sarr, but he has not got good enough technical ability. But if he pops up this year and scores 10 and gets 5 assists, I'm delighted.
Do you know who I'm going with? I'm going to stick by what I've been saying. And this is obviously, this is again with Eze and Savinho, but I can't say it'll be Eze. I'm going to say Dominic Solanke.
Okay.
And if it hadn't been Dominic Solanke, my second would have been Wilson Odobert. But I do think Sarr's going to have a very, very good season. But I got a feeling Sarr's going to be the overwhelming winner here. But I'm going to go Dominic Solanke.
Psycho Fox is saying Pap Sarr.
I was trying to work that out, and now PMS, that makes sense.
Sarr, Spence, Sarr, Richie, Tell, Matisse Stell, of course. We need to make that a thing.
Mate, it is a thing because of the
Richardson, Spence, Davies, Richie, Bergval, Spence, Archie Gray, Porro, Destiny. I don't think Porro needs to improve.
Well, no, I mean, if he does improve, bloody hell.
Going wild here, Dragishin.
That's a bold shout.
Solanke, Sarr, Bentancur, Sarr, Bergval, Gray, Spence.
Bergval seems to be the winner so far.
Dragishin, Richie, Solanke, Danso, Solanke, Richie, Dragu, Lewis Skelly. I thought it was right boys last year.
No, but it's most improved. That doesn't mean they were bad. It means whose game comes on.
Porro, Solanke, Romero, Danso. Solanke. I don't think he'll get. I hope he gets 20 goals in all comps. That'd be brilliant. Danso. No, he wasn't. So, just needed more service. Danso, Gray, Sarr, Jedzinho, Jedley.
Oh, I like that name. I like Jedzinho. I like that name.
Gray, Sarr. He was all right.
Yeah, like I said, people. When we're saying most improved, it doesn't mean that you don't need to count people that just had a shit. You think had a shit season now can have a good. It's who's going to elevate their game. So even if it's someone like Mickey van der Ven, or let's say even people like Porro or that did have good seasons, they can still elevate their game and improve from what they were.
Okay. And Vuskovic and Leslie saying hello to you.
Big up, Leslie. Big up.
Next question.
Next question.
Thank you for joining us on the stream, buddy.
See you later, buddy. See you later, Lee. See you Monday. The next question. So we did most top goal scorer. Who's going to be Spurs' top goal scorer this season?
Top goal scorer.
Who is going to be Spurs' top goal scorer?
I have changed this. Because I thought he was going to get more game time. I don't think he's going to get any games. I think he's going to get a lot less game time this season.
Who?
I think our top scorer this year is going to be Mohamed Kudus.
Oh. Listen, if I just said the most improved player is Solanke, that means Solanke's along the goals. Because I genuinely think with Eze, Savinho, Kudus, he will get told you don't need to drop back now and do all the work he was doing last season. Just do like he did with Ivan Toney. Just stay right up there and do what you do. So I'm going Solanke.
Let's see what people
I'm
say.
going Solanke
What's
again.
the state of mind? It's saying Richarlison, Solanke, Gyökeres for Angie's boys.
Oh, without doubt. You lot.
Udogie is saying Eze, Romero. Interesting. That Romero with 25 goals.
Set pieces are going to be a big thing. You never know.
Solanke better, more service to Rome.
Yep.
Eze, Odeber, Dom, Romero, Brennan Johnson. I was going to say Brennan Johnson, but we haven't. I don't think he's going to get much game time. Kudus, Wissa, Solanke, Richarlison.
Oh, he's gone Wissa. So Curly Norman has just brought. He's even bringing in players that we haven't got.
That's or even linked with.
Scott Munn, director of football, comes back and strikes.
The former director of football is going to get the goals.
But he won't play well in January. He hates it.
Kudus or Eze, Richarlison, Dom, Solanke. Solomon, Eze if he joins. Romero is going to be at Savinho. Eze, Vicario. James Flower's going to be happy. Kudus. It's pronounced. I'm saying it. Eze, Savio, Kudus, most assists on
what's
goal.
interesting with people saying Savio? Because, obviously, I think he only got 1 goal last season, didn't he?
Yeah.
Obviously, he's going to have a lot more freedom at Spurs and playing on the left. So you never know. See you later, man, buddy.
Brent won't start most games in the league. He'll get 20 goals. Tell apparently scoring a hat-trick this weekend. I don't think so, buddy. Solanke, Richarlison, Savinho.
Good shout, Clyde.
Ryan will have the most assists, so we are Tottenham. Big up.
Mate, that's damn right. That's damn right.
Solanke, Richarlison, Martin Shivers. Vuskovic at Hamburg. Levy.
Yeah.
Levy's going to score the goal. Levy most improved chairman. I don't think so, mate.
Oh, dear. Right, we'll go on to the next one. Shit, I've got an hour till my appointment. Okay. Right, we've got 2 more. We've got 2 more.
Yeah.
First one. Most assists. Most assists. I remember this is with Eze and Savinho signed. Ben?
Pedro Porro.
Do you know what? This is where I was going to go. In fact, I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to say Kudus here. I am going to say Kudus here. I'm going to say Kudus, but Porro, I've said is going to.
We've missed a lot of them. Kudus and Porro tied. Pape, Savinho, your boy Kudus, Eze, Savio, Kudus or Eze, Savinho, Porro, Kudus, Porro, Kudus, Danso.
That is a bold shout.
Sakura, Odegaard. Kudus,
I will say one thing. Do you know the good thing about this is we're going into this season. Obviously, we're doing this in hindsight that Eze and Kudus have signed, but these players' names that we're talking about, we are talking about quality.
Daniel Levy.
If you mention his name again, it's like Beetlejuice.
He's going to turn up in my coffee shop in a minute. He's going to open the door and Levy's going to come on the show doing his fingers.
Then you can say, "Get out of my shop," like Peggy Mitchell.
Get out of my pub.
Yeah, exactly.
Porro, Eze Porro did Ginola. Big up David Ginola.
It's Clyde has got some great answers.
Porro, Brian Hill, Mr. Box Office. Levy. Danso.
It's not bad. Big up to just saw Terry O'Shea brothers here.
Daniel Lowball Levy.
That's a better name.
Danso. You can find us at thecoffeecompany.co.uk and it's 8 the Broadway, Woodford Green. You can find us here.
I'll tell you what, it would just be typical that Levy would turn up at your coffee shop when I'm in Toronto, wouldn't it?
It'd be brilliant, wouldn't it?
I just love all the times you pop into that shop.
Levy will offer you 80p for a £3.50 coffee. Indeed. Savio. Levy will appear like the Shining. Here's Dagul. Yes, we will do it. Ibiza final boss. Dan's throw. Brennan the Rock Johnson. It is indeed. No, not near Redbridge. We're in Redbridge. And finally, Johnson.
Okay, final question. Final question, and then we will have to wrap it up because I've got an appointment in just under an hour or just over an hour. It's flop of the season. Flop of the season. So again, you can include Eze and Savinho. I don't think he'll be here. Now you can look at this in so many different ways. It'll be players from last season that literally you think might drop off, or I'm unfortunately, and I'm a big fan of his, or not big fan of his, but I've stuck by him, and I don't get the hate that he gets for the goals he scores. I am going to say Brennan Johnson, and I'm disappointed in myself to say that because I thought when we got Thomas Frank, and Thomas Frank wanted him, he'd be playing more centrally, off a Solanke, off a Richarlison, like he did with players around Tony. And when he has come on, he's played always on the wing. And we know what he does on the wing. And if Eze and Savinho are here, not a chance, buddy. Tango, we'll review this after the year. You will be fully aboard the Frank train by Christmas. I'll even give you to Christmas. He will be there. But you know what? If people want to include Frank in there, you can put... No, there's no... if you think it's going to be Frank, I think people are... Mate, I think it's going to be the exact opposite. But I am going to say Brennan Johnson because I just don't think he's going to get the game time. And when he does, I don't know. But then again, he's an impact. So, I'm going to stick with Johnson for the moment. I haven't locked it in whilst I think. Who about you, Ben?
I'm going to go Destiny Udoggy, and I think Jedley Spence is going to... I think Jedley Spence has taken his position.
Well, that's not flop of the season then, is it?
Well, it does if he's not getting any game time.
Johnson. No, you're right. You can have that. I wouldn't have... Destiny would have even entered my head. Go through them whilst I think.
Tell Udoggy, no one. Langer. Tell Scott Mann. Sar. Tell Vicario. Vicario came a lot.
Honestly, this is the thing because Kinski is more the type of. Oh, there's a player hasn't even got on the pitch yet.
Johnson, Erdegaard, my profile picture. I refuse this one. Basuma is a good shout. Vicario, Udoggy.
Well, I think Basuma will be here.
Gray, Vic, Johnson. Flop of the season, Daniel Levy, Solanke, Langer. He's just saying Man United. Johnson, Gray, Tell, Richarlison, Solanke, Tell, Gray, Johnson. I might have to agree. Recruitment team, Basuma.
Rowley wins. Rowley's one.
Basuma, Tell, Backpost Johnson, flop of the decade, Levy, Destiny.
Do you know what? I'm going to have one more question.
Flop of the season, Stell, Levy, Kulusevski, Johnson, Donna Cullen.
No longer, thank God.
Basuma,
no longer.
Levy.
Right, final question, Ben, because then I need to get ready for final question. Final question, because then I need to get ready for my appointment. This is just based. This is not even just like we always do. Score predictions for tomorrow. And if you're not a Spurs fan, put your team in and who you're playing against. Ben, what's your prediction for tomorrow?
3-0 Spurs.
That's exactly what I was going to say, but I don't want to say the same as you.
3-0 Spurs.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I should have gone first for once. Now, do I go down one or up one? I'm going to go up one. 4-0 Spurs.
Big up. 1-0, 3-0 from Psycho Fox. 1-0, 3-0, 2-0, 2-1, 3-1, 2-1, 0-0. Bloody hell. 4-0, 3-1, 3-1, 3-1, 2-0, 0-0, 3-0, 3-1 Spurs. 4-0, 3-0, 4-1, 2-0, 3-1, 4-0, 2-0, 3-1, 3-1, 3-0, 2-1 Spurs, 4-0, 4-1 Spurs, 1-1 Man United Arsenal, 4-1 Spurs.
I forgot about that. It's Man U Arsenal first game, isn't it?
Yep. 5-3. That's a good game. 3-1, 3-1, 2-0. 3-1, 1-0, 2-0, 4-0, 3-1, 1-0, 4-0, 3-1, 1-1, 2-1, 1-0, 1-all, 2-all. Yes, that's one of my scores. 13-1, Gary Bex. I like your thinking, sir.
13-1 our record performance against, I think that's 13-2 is against Crew. 13-1, we're going to get a brand new record.
6-0, 2-1, 12-0 Burnley, 12-0 Burnley, 2-1 Spurs, Frank out. Why? Just why?
No, he said low at the end. Anyone that says Frank out already, and I know I have to say Mr. Box Office, I'll speak. I watched his shorts of one of the when he scored when we went 2-0 up.
Yeah,
he's done a short of it. I need to speak to Alex because he said some before the ball goes in the net. He says some stuff before. I don't even know if it was a word. He got so excited that what things came out of his mouth, but I don't know if one of them was an English word. He's like, "It's a goal," and I was like, "What the?" Mate, I loved it. I've watched it. However many views that short has got, Alex, about 75 of them are me. It's quality. It's quality.
Big up to you, Steve D. Big up to you.
If Alex would say yes, I'll bring the short up and we can see if anyone can understand what he said. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. I just don't know if there was a word there because he got so excited. It was brilliant. I wish commentary was like this. It was brilliant.
I was joking.
I know he was. It was, mate, honestly, go on to Mr. Box Office, subscribe to him because he's a top man and I love that dude. We both love that dude. One of the nicest guys you could ever meet in person, honestly. I can bring it up. Okay, very quickly. It's on a short. If anyone can understand what Alex says in this, let me get it up first. Mate, we can't get done for copyright because it's his.
All right, then.
It's his content. Like when we brought out We Are Tottenham TV stuff. If anyone, you're in for a treat now. If anyone can understand, where is it? Spurs, here it is. Okay. I'm not going to push play straight away because if anyone, thanks, Alex. I'm going to get you some views here as well. We're going to get you some views. If anyone can tell me what Alex is saying here, and if it's even English, because it's so brilliant. It's so brilliant. Okay. I'll play it a couple of times. It's only a short. Mate, right. Let's make sure the sound. Okay, 1 second.
I can't believe it.
Okay, 1 second. 1 second. I need to start from the beginning. Let me just get the volume up. Okay. Let me bring it back to the beginning, people. Now tell me, just before he says 2-0, if what he says is English.
Oh, someone have a chance to get a score. I can't believe it. Wait, 2-0 up.
What? Just listen to it again. Just listen to it again.
Oh my God,
just listen. When it repeats.
Oh my God.
it again.
Okay.
This is. I don't even think this is daylight robbery right
just
now.
Like I said,
this is not.
He says,
someone have a chance to get a score. I can't believe it. Wait, 2-0 up.
Let's do it again.
Oh, someone have a chance to get a score. I can't believe it.
It's still better than Daniel Wynn, though, isn't he? Big up to you, Daniel Wynn. It's still better than Daniel Wynn.
See, there you go. That's better. Honestly, it's some of the best. It's some of the best commentary. I've watched this so many. Alex, I love this. Is some of the best commentary.
4 times,
mate. Exactly. It is absolutely. It's good. Alex, you need to do more watch-alongs, brother, because that, honestly, I would be the same. I would be the same because the adrenaline and everything gets up to you. It's absolutely brilliant. Boxy, that was Boxy. Only can you put in the comments what you actually said? If you're still here, very, very quickly, because mate, honestly, I've actually saved it as well because every time I watch it, it just brings a smile to my face. Alex has got the greatest smile. Alex has got the greatest smile in the world. End of. Only one that can compete with him, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. But that commentary, he can't remember. He's saying it is honestly. Remember. It is honestly. It's scored. I have watched it. I will watch it a million. I have it saved, Alex. Whenever I need to smile, I will go back and watch those first 5 seconds. You bring joy, buddy. You bring so much joy, and you don't realise that you do. But big up to Mr. Box Office, and big up to you for letting us play it. And on that note, I'd be honest, the watch long was last minute. Mate, you need to do more. I'll be at the Scotland Yard.
Be on Tottenham TV.
I honestly, if you put shorts out like that, I will watch them over and over and over and over and over and over again because they are brilliant. They are brilliant, Mr. Boxy. Absolutely brilliant. But yeah, so on that note, we're going to have to go. But we will be back Monday. There will be 2 late night Lily Whites. Do you know what, Colin? You're right. Maybe you're speaking Welsh, Boxy. Maybe you're speaking Welsh. But yeah,
you copied my nickname for him because I called him Boxy first. I've got that.
Mate, yeah, trademark me. But yeah,
I like the Boxy sticking. That's a great nickname.
So, like I said, I'm going to close the Frank therapy session. We'll be back Monday, won't we, Ben?
We'll be back Monday for another episode of Kauffie Company and Tottenham on Tour, the world famous home of Levy Out. And thank you all so much for watching, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Thank you to Sava, and I don't know if they did do a redirect. But if Shawnee put us a redirect, thank you to everyone who gave us a redirect. Thank you for everyone. If you've not subscribed before, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to Tottenham on Tour, the Kauffie Company. Good to see you, Jesse. Hopefully you have a wonderful weekend as well. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, everyone. And as always, if you so know what the cough is, brain. Take it away, Aki.
Thomas, Frank. Thomas, Frank. And as always, Levy out.
Ciao for now, everyone. Ciao for now.
Tour.